So the nose art that we put on the P-61 is a hybrid nose art that I designed myself. I went through a lot of a variety of pinups and selected one that I thought fit the bill, and then I adapted the moon and the stars around the name that we had selected, Moonbeam Dream. And I did this cutout, full-size cutout, and taped it up on the airplane, and it was up there for a number of years, basically as a sort of a test pattern to inspire people to get them to suggest maybe a better or a different nose art. Bottom line was everybody kind of liked what was put up there, and I never really got any feedback on it. Well, just before World War II weekend, we painted the airplane. At the event, somebody shoved a business card in my face as I was walking around the grounds and said, "You need to talk to this lady." Her name was Hot Rod Jen from Hummelstown, which is near Hershey, so she's from the area. And I called her and asked her to come look at the airplane. Well, she was ecstatic. She'd followed the airplane since about 2006 and had hoped that she would get to maybe paint nose art on it. We agreed, and she's just a fantastic artist. All of that said, my dad, who led the charge to recover the airplane, we'd talked about nose art years ago, long before he passed, and he was wanting to see the airplane in its original condition, which was without nose art when it crashed. That being, it was only in the squadron about 4 days till Mr. Southfield crashed the airplane. So he wanted to restore it purely as it was, and then he kind of softened up and said, well, maybe in a year or two we could put some nose art on it. I feel that my dad would be ecstatic about what we did. I think that he would be supportive, and especially the fact that it's nose art that I conceived and put together. He would be extremely proud of it being on the airplane. So I'm happy. I think that it's finally given the airplane a personality with its black paint and now this nose art. It's absolutely awesome. I think that it's going to draw a lot of attention toward the airplane from now till we get the wings finished and get it out and flying.
Sometimes clients don't have an idea of what they want, and then some people do. And Russ had exactly the girl that he wanted picked out. He had the moon. He had everything picked out. and even to scale, which is very rare. So he had the pinup to the size that he wanted, and he let me take home that, and then I did a tracing of it. And same thing with the letters. I did tracing of the letters, but then all the lettering around, I made the patterns up, and I did an electric counts of them. And then to get the girl hung up there, I put her in place, and then I used Strine paper to do a transfer, just on the outline of her. And then I cleaned, well, before I hung the pattern, I cleaned the areas really good. I do like a 3-step cleaning process. And then I hung the pattern, did the outline, and then I blocked her all in white, as you saw, because it's easier to just paint skin tones on top of white instead of black.
No.
So I did all that, and then with all the lettering, I just did pounce, and then just painted it. But then I got the outline done, got it blocked in, and just painting on top of everything that dried today. I used various types of paints, but for this plane I used urethane paint, and then I used sign painting enamel. Now the urethane paint is a striping and lettering paint. It's made by Axalta, and I use that for all the lettering, and then I used it to block in the white and the yellow on the pinup and then the moon, because it's very aggressive paint. It bites into the black paint that's on the black wood already. And then the paint for the pictorial for the pinup, I used one-shot lettering enamel. That is a sign painting enamel that's been around for generations. It's very durable. A lot of sign painters would use it to paint signs that live outside for the rest of their lives and all that stuff. So it's Russ wanted a glossy paint, and both of those dry really glossy, so that's the paint I picked. I'm gonna work until dinner time. I came in, I wanted to try to beat the heat, even though it's not really, you can't really beat the heat this week, but I started at 7:30 in the morning, and I'll probably stop around 5 or 5:30. And then tomorrow morning, same thing until I'm done. Hopefully I can finish it tomorrow, but if not, then it would go a little bit faster if it wasn't so hot and humid. But, that's the cards you're dealt with the weather. I just think it's really special that we have such a great museum preserving history in the state of Pennsylvania, and then on the eastern seaboard in reality. I've been coming here for years, and the amount of work that's going into this aircraft is amazing. I've seen it when it was just barely anything, and I love the story, and I'm just blown away to be a part of it. I'm very fortunate to be a part of it. So that's what I think about it right now. It feels like a dream. So.